I'm Patricia Walsh. I am 45 years old and I was born in 1977. September 11th, 2001, I was working at Unicare Life and Health Insurance Company, located in downtown Springfield on Main Street. I was working in health insurance when 9/11 happened. It was a normal day. Got up, I went to work at Unicare, and I remember I worked in the data entry department. I was working when my coworker, Alvin, joked around and said something about a plane hit the World Trade Center. And he used to joke around a lot. And at first, I didn't believe him. And then more people kept coming around saying a plane hit the World Trade Center. And then it got real.
And we do have some breaking news that we want to bring you around, and we're going to go to a picture, a live picture from New York City. Apparently, a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center in New York, but obviously this has potential for being a major disaster here. Look at that.
It was just like, we were in shock. I think when we first heard it, we didn't know if it was like some strange accident, but all of us actually went up to the 9th floor into the cafeteria, and they had a TV that they put on the channel, the news, and we were like watching it. And when the second plane hit, you knew that it wasn't just an accident.
It does not appear that there's any kind of an effort up there yet. Now remember, oh my God.
Oh my God.
That looks like a second plane.
Dear
Has
Lord.
I
just
did
hit.
not see a plane go in. That just exploded.
We just saw another plane coming in from the side.
You did. That was out of
Yes, and
my
that's
view.
the second explosion. You could see the plane.
Something bad was happening in this country, and it was very scary. It was a very scary moment, I guess, for our country. It was just this very scary moment because it was like the unknown, what was happening, you know, from the two towers getting hit and the Pentagon and then the field. It was just a very scary moment because you didn't know how many other planes were up in the air and how many more planes like that were around the United States. So me working in a tall building downtown, and I know it was local, it wasn't anywhere near New York, but they did give us the option that we could go home. So I actually chose to leave and then turned on the news and was just watching what was happening that day. It was very unreal. You didn't believe it. You were in shock. A lot of people cried. It was just a very weird day. I remember this vividly. The initial day that it happened and, you know, days later, I remember watching the news. I remember just being so drained out from watching the news and seeing everything happen that it took a toll on people. Like, they couldn't believe US got attacked. I just remember being very tired, you know, watching all the footage and seeing all the newspapers, which I still have actually a couple of like the newspaper headlines from like the Boston, the New York Times and stuff like that. And the local paper, they had the big picture of, you know, the next day, like what they put on the front page. I still actually have some of those, and I have some of the magazines that they came out with all the information afterwards, like within the weeks to follow. We've seen a lot of patriotism come about. That was good because I felt like our country was coming together.